we are coming to you from Canadian Turkey Day with spooky days fast approaching as well. And I wanted to use words. I wanted to utilize a ingredient that very often gets overlooked: pumpkins. So we're gonna do a pumpkin puree type soup thing. When I was growing up, I'd never seen one used for anything except for carving or smashing.
Doing Date Night would like to pass our condolences to our AI narrator, who has sadly been murdered, discontinued, RIP old AI voice. Now it is my turn.
Throw in some oil, onions, and ginger.
Sambal olik.
Now we wait. What else to tell you? I tells you what. So funny story. After we talked about sugar mamas and needing kitchen appliances and everything, immediately after that video went up, I got an email from my mother offering us a bunch of kitchen stuff. We gotta give some props to Mama Bear for that one,
but there needs to be a distinction between Mama Bear and Sugar Mama.
Yeah. There's a distinction there for sure. Yeah. So any sugar mamas that are out there, you may have to fight Mama Bear for that title or whatever, but yeah.
For the privilege of buying Chef Joel appliances.
Thanks, Mom. I mean that unironically, but I laughed. I don't know. Okay, so didn't want to add the garlic right away because we didn't want the garlic to burn. Stop touching it, Joel. I'm waiting for it to soften up. Nothing ever goes soft when you keep touching it. Okay, all of that goes in. All of that goes in. The liquid is covering everything in here. See, that's really important. So now we're gonna crank it. Smells like nothing now. Does anyone even carve pumpkins anymore? You know, it almost seems like a foregone sort of tradition.
I haven't seen any around town.
I think the combination of wasting food and just the fact that they would always get smashed,
bears.
Yeah, when you live in a place where bears just walk around your town. Bears weren't the problem Halloween night. It was all the ne'er-do-well teenagers.
So you.
I was gonna say, not me. I never shattered pumpkins. I never really did that. I think because I was busy carving pumpkins at one point, and then when I saw them all shattered, it always made me a little sad. Conscientious little hooligan Joel. Tell him artistic and sensitive.
What happened?
That's a long story. How long you got?
Till the soup's done.
Till the soup's done. Usually I have to pay somebody and I'm on a couch when I talk about this stuff, but it's not today. Alright, coconut milk. Okay, I'm really used to that motion, but you can get it to reincorporate into a nice white liquid if you shake it really good. It's true, I'm not lying at all. I can literally just push into that. It comes apart. If you can do that with everything, then you're on the right track. If I had a metal blender, I probably wouldn't worry, but we got a plastic piece.
If you're using a plastic piece of shit immersion blender, cool your soup so you don't melt it.
Rant! Too hot to handle. God damn my brain. Anyway, yeah, so just a little cool technique. I'm sorry. I'm on fire. It is a cooling technique that works really well, so just give it a shot if you need to cool something before cooking it further or whatever. That was a lot. Rant! Little hint, especially around the sink, because we know what happens to some food items in the sink. Sometimes certain people's meat slips out. Certain people get in trouble and have to go to the grocery store and get more meat. If you're doing this with a big insert, be careful that the cooking vessel you're using isn't shorter than the vessel you're using to put it in. And then sometimes it'll tip and get a bunch of water in it. You will be sad persons. If you watch our meatloaf episode, you can see me slip my meat out into the sink. And everybody cries. By continuously agitating this, the same way I continuously agitate everyone in my life, you will make it cool off a lot faster. Blend the bejesus out of it.
2 hours later.
The other option is obviously to do this with a blender. You have a big old blender, you can just put the whole schwack of it in there and just give it a zing.
You know we have a ninja.
One of those things where it's like, if you're the person making the noise, it's probably not that annoying. But to everyone else in the house, they're like, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, well that's soupy. Throw the heat back on. Largely in part to the fact that it does not have... God, that's a weird saying. Largely in part. How is it largely in part? That's like an oxymoron. Large part. Part would mean like a chunk of the whole. Anyway.
This is the secret ingredient, smoked canned kokanee. You can use any smoked fish as long as it is savory, not sweet.
Going to pair really well with the already like savory, salty flavors we got going on. We're going to take a little bit of the oil. So start with our half a can of coconut milk. Might as well just use that whole can. Go in some of that. Rant! Thank you to the people who are watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. If you're not subscribed, I haven't gotten any like, hey, do you know how to cook this? Or maybe leave a comment down underneath, like, what would you want to see? Well, 88.2% of you are not subscribed. Okay, so what is that? It's 22%? Or no, 12%? What are we looking at? 12% are subscribed? What's math? The number of people who are actually subscribed is about what I did in high school, okay? So we need to up those numbers thoroughly. I had low grades in high school because I was rarely ever in high school. I think...
So you were bad at high school.
I was really good at outdoor fun having. Let's put it that way. Very, very good at outdoor fun having. And yes, less good with showing up and getting attendance points and whatnot, which I always found stupid to begin with. If you can do the work and you can show that you can do the work and you do the tests and you get good grades on the test, then who cares how many classes you came to?
Outdoor fun having sounds dirty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah? Yeah, so anyway, like and subscribe, and yeah, stay in school. We were told to stay in school, and a lot of people that we know that stayed in the school for even longer than regular school, and they went to school to learn more things about school, ended up not even utilizing the degrees that they got because everyone had degrees and no one was hiring people unless they had, you know, weird, crazy qualifications. And then most people just ended up working minimum wage jobs somewhere. Our generation sucks. It was sad. Our generation is sad. That's a good way to just alienate.
We're millennials.
Just alienate everybody. Yeah. Everyone else is like, yeah, go team. We're like, oh, not us. Elder millennials. Back in the 1900s, you see. Back when boy bands roved the earth.
Roved?
Roved?
Roamed?
Isn't roved a word? Maybe it's a word. Roamed, I know roamed, but roved, I don't know. Comment if you know what roved means. So the soup is actually souping. Plump. There she be. Simmer down just a little bit. This is the perfect soup to combine with just the most awkward dinner table ever with your family. Listen to your parents talk to you about, you know, where their grandchildren might be, or if they happen to be coming along at any point, and listen to them talk about your maybe more successful siblings and give you shit for your life choices, and you should have done better in school, now maybe you wouldn't be doing YouTube and that kind of thing. I don't know. But yeah, it's a really good soup for that because it's kind of warm and it's like somebody is sitting there hugging you instead of, you know, whatever else. I'm kidding. We need some MSG.
You hear that, Uncle Roger?
The camera woman hath not camera'd.
You told me to turn it off.
I know. And then I said something, and you said something, and organically it was very funny. And then we looked at each other, and you said, hey, it's not filming. And then we turned the camera back on, and then the moment is just over now.
Ended with people are supposed to send me money, so...
I need money for my white powdery MSG. I'm deciding whether I want to add more coconut milk.
Chef Joel did indeed add the second can of coconut milk.
Got 2 cans. Long noses and different colored greens.
Add paprika sprinkle. This is the point where Chef Joel is only here for entertainment value. His brain is no longer able to focus on the task at hand.
Go through. Go over there. Is it pretty? You ready? Catch. Ah, chomp, chomp, chomp. Saw nothing. You saw nothing! Critique. Honestly, I think it's more the nostalgia factor. Like, fall comes around and it's like you want something hot and comforting. It just hits the right boxes. Absolutely bang on. I'm a dragon. Dragging these nuts across. Not sure what you're fucking doing, but if you're not doing date night, you're not fucking doing it right. Back to you, Tom.